Okay, so we got the Apex R. Okay, smart, precise, and intelligent apex locator. Shenzhen ROGIN Medical. So today what I'm going to do is, let's unbox it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to compare it to Root CX J Morita, and I'm also going to compare this to the Fine Pex by 8 So I'm going to compare this to two other apex locators, the gold standard, which is the Root CX by J Morita, and the 8 apex locator Fine Pex. So stay tuned. Pretty cool design. Oh, it turned on. I pressed something. It turned on. There you go. You hold on to the off and on button, and then it turns itself off. And then this is the wire and the hook, cheek hook, and then this is the charging wire. All right, that's it. All right, very good. So as I said, I'm going to compare this to the Root CX and the apex locator by 8 Fine Pex, and I'm going to make a video and post it for you guys. So this is it, all assembled, and it actually came fully charged. So that's fantastic. I thought I was going to have to charge it for like an hour or two, but no, it came fully charged. And the charging is basically, the wire comes with it. You just need, it's like a iPhone, Apple iPhone hookup or something like that. So, but I didn't need to charge it, as I said, because it came fully charged. So, all right, very good. Excellent. All right, so stay tuned for the video comparing this to the Root ZX, the J Morita apex locator, and Fine Pex by 8. So the first one is the Root ZX, which is the gold standard that we're gonna use. All right, so let's see what this tells us. And then there's the screen. A little bit more.
You're out. There.
Right there. All right, tell me what that is. Yeah.
22 and a half.
22 and a half. All right. All right. So let's go to Fine Pex by 8 next. All right. We can stop that. All right. So should read 22 and a half. Let's see if it reads 22 and a half.
You're out. There.
All right. Right there. Okay. So read that, those.
That is 23.
23, okay. All right, so that's good. Okay. The next one is the, what is it called?
ROGIN Dental Apex R.
Apex R. All right, so let's see what this one says.
There.
Right there.
There.
Right there, 0. All right, very good, thank you. Read that.
That is 23.
23, all right, so This dental phobic patient was referred to me for endodontic treatment of tooth number 30. Look at that premolar. Crown is a few weeks old. Tooth had a deep cavity, according to the patient and his dentist. His dentist removed the decay and recommended a crown. Filled the tooth, prepped the tooth for a crown, put a temporary crown on. According to the patient, during the temporary crown stage, the tooth was sensitive, but not too bad. But once the crown was cemented on a few weeks ago, he had a terrible time. Tooth would hurt to everything. Chewing, biting down on, hot, cold. Pain would wake him up in the middle of the night. Had multiple occlusal adjustments with no help, and finally was referred to us. We diagnosed the tooth as being in the state of irreversible pulpitis with acute apical periodontitis, recommended root canal, and today he came in so we can sedate him. As I said, he has dental phobia, and did the root canal and went through the, of course, porcelain crown. And take a look. I used the SUPER FLEXI GOLD. Love these files. They're my new favorite files. And you can get them, you can buy them from flexivodental.com, flexivodental.com. And they're awesome. They're awesome files. SUPER FLEXI GOLD. And take a look. And here it is. As you can see, everything went beautifully here. Look at the curvature of these canals. And as I said, these files can handle these types of curvatures and more severe curvatures really easily. They're very, very hard. I mean, you really have to try hard to break them in the canal. Make sure, of course, you have a good glide path, but as you can see, worked great. We went ahead and temporized the tooth and referred the patient back to his dentist for the permanent restoration. People often ask me, what's the gap here? The gap here is a sterile sponge and temporary filling. I'm not a general dentist, so I don't restore teeth permanently. So I put a sponge, sterile sponge here, cavite over the top, and then refer the patient back to their dentist for the permanent restoration. So the gap that you usually see under the filling here is a sterile sponge. It's another angulation. And another angulation. And another angulation. All right. Let me tell you, I'm very happy. I'm very happy with this little apex locator. I'm very happy. I don't know what else to say. Let me show you. Let me show you. So, as you saw, Apex R performed great. So definitely something to consider if you're in the market. If you're in the market for an Apex locator and you don't want to pay the price for a Root ZX by J. Morita, which is probably 6-7 times the price of the Apex R, you got an alternative. And as you saw, it worked beautifully. So here we go.